Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at the McFarlane Toys Golden Armor Wonder Woman from the upcoming Wonder Woman 1984 film. Now I stumbled across this figure at Target. I went to the toy section, just the same old McFarlane Multiverse figures. They even had an end cap for DC Multiverse. On my way out the door, I stopped by the electronics section to see if they had any interesting NECA releases. And I saw these movie Wonder Woman figures there. I assume the Target employees just simply put them in the wrong place. McFarlane Toys does have a section in the electronics area for Harry Potter and some other figures. So if you are looking for these figures, make sure you check both sections. So let's go ahead and check out the packaging here. DC Multiverse Wonder Woman. 22 points for articulation. McFarlane Toys, you can see the Spawn logo there. Here she is. She's supposed to represent the actress Gal Gadot from the upcoming film. This is her golden armor. Of course, I've not seen the film yet, so I don't exactly understand what the armor's from. One side here, Wonder Woman 1984 golden armor. On the other side, simply says Wonder Woman. The bottom here, there's a barcode in case anybody needs that. And then the back, here she is with her armor from the film. And then here's a bunch of other McFarlane Multiverse figures. Wonder Woman, Batman from Arkham Asylum, Harley Quinn, Batman from Batman the Animated Series, and Joker from Arkham Asylum. Super excited for the two Arkham Asylum figures. Hope to get them real soon. So no further ado, let's open her up. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here she is with all of her accessories laid out. She does come with a flight stand. It looks like the same one that came with Superman, and that was a pretty nice flight stand. She's got a collector's card, and then she's got two large golden wings. This figure visually looks great. I can't wait to put her up with the armored Batman and armored Superman, to have an armored Trinity from McFarlane and see how that looks. Now this is the golden armor from the upcoming Wonder Woman 1984 film. The film is not out yet. I don't know much details about the armor. I'm sure it's some Amazonian armor. But the figure, so far, so good. So let's go and check out the figure. At the top here, her face sculpt, I can definitely see Gal Gadot in there. Something about the eyes, the eyebrows, the sort of shape of the nose and mouth. It definitely has her resemblance there. Golden armor around the head. Rosy cheeks. Got some soft hair there. Head can move up and down quite a bit. Sort of bird-like helmet. A lot of armor on there. Gold, shiny, different texture on her suit. Double jointed elbows. Double jointed knees, it looks like. A lot of armor. A lot of detail. You can see where the wings are going to fit in. Overall, I think she's looking cool so far. Next, let's look at her accessories. And let's start off with the boring stuff. Here's her collector's card, showing her from the film Wonder Woman 1984, wearing her golden armor. On the back side, we've got a few statistics for her. Next, let's check out our flight stand. The base here, it's pretty much a perfect circle. It's got the DC logo, a place to install the flight part. And then once you've got this thing put together, it can hold the figure nicely. It's got a little clamp here at the top. It can open, it can shut. There's a little bit of articulation at the top here as well. Next, let's look at her wings. These here are metallic looking, very shiny, gold. They've got a peg that'll fit into the hole in her back. It looks like it has articulation on there as well. Here she is without her wings. And here she is with the wings attached. Like I said before, there is articulation. These things can rotate up and down, and they're hinged as well, so they can almost flap. Here she is utilizing both her flight stand and her wings at the same time, as well as a couple of other accessories I took from Mattel Multiverse Wonder Woman. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at her accessories, next let's check out the height of this figure. So from bottom to top, she's sitting at about 7.25 inches tall, which will translate to about 18.5 centimeters. Next, let's look at her articulation. So I did show before, the wings can rotate up and down, and then they're hinged as well and they can flap. Let's go ahead and remove the wings for the rest of the articulation part. So her head here, it's going to rotate from side to side. It's going to look down quite a bit and up at least a little bit. Shoulders on a ball joint, they can go up a whole lot. Look at that, holy moly. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. She's got a butterfly joint between her shoulder and chest area, allowing her to go forward and back, giving this thing an absolute insane range of motion. Shoulder pads here are soft. They can go up. They are not going to obstruct the articulation at all. That is just magnificent. Double jointed elbows. They can go all the way in like so. Her wrist here, it has a ball between the forearm and hand area. You can rotate the ball at the base. And if you hold it in place, you can rotate the hand as well. It's also going to be hinged. And you can move the hinge if you hold the ball in place. Rotate the hand. It'll be hinged in a different way. She's got a ball joint in her torso here. Can rotate around. Can also go forward and back. Doesn't have another ball joint down here like the other Wonder Woman. Doesn't feel like it anyway. In fact, I do actually think there might be something going on there. Feels like it at least wiggle from side to side, but I'm not getting any rotation. Oh, there it is. Freed it up just a hair. Got a ball joint here. Ball joint here. The lower one a little bit less effective, but it gives her quite a bit of range of motion in her torso area. This thing here is soft. You can sort of pull it up, move it around. It's not going to obstruct the articulation. Legs can go out about this far, almost to the splits. It's not a ball joint, but it's a very similar type concept. Legs go forward that far. Back, really not too much. Double jointed knees. Can't go back all the way. That's about as far as they'll go. Then her feet here. Of course, they go up and down. Not too much. This bit of armor kind of gets in the way. There is a ball inside of here, and they do a good job of covering it up. Can rotate around. It can't really rock, but if you play around with the ball enough, you should be able to get to a point where it can rock. And she got toe articulation on top of that. Next, let's check her out compared with some other action figures. Starting off with some other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here she is with the standard Wonder Woman from 1984 without the armor on. And this is the absolute first thing I wanted to see when I got this figure. The armored Batman, armored Superman, and armored Wonder Woman together. The armored Trinity. Here are all the different live action figures that McFarlane has made so far in their multiverse line. We've got the two Wonder Woman figures from 1984. We've also got Green Arrow from the TV show Arrow. On the card back of a few of the earlier figures, they showed a Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey. We've not actually seen a true picture of this figure, and who knows if perhaps they canceled it because the film didn't do very well. I hope it gets released somehow though. Here are all the female figures McFarlane has made so far. Can't wait to see what's next. Here she is, next to the entire McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. So far, we have 14 figures and one vehicle. The next stuff we're going to get, more than likely, is going to be the Arkham Asylum Batman and Joker. We've also seen a blue and gray variant of Detective Comics 1000 Batman and Batman the Animated Series Batman. We've also seen White Knight, Batman, Azrael, and Joker figures. Rumor is, after that, they're going to be tackling the Dark Knight metal figures, and all that sounds absolutely fantastic. Next, let's check her out compared with some other Wonder Woman figures. Here she is with a Mattel Multiverse DC Cinematic Wonder Woman. Here she is next to my entire Mattel Wonder Woman collection. From left to right, the first two are from DC Superhero Girls. Then we've got a multiverse Linda Carter as Wonder Woman from the old 70s TV show. Then we've got a DC Universe Classics Wonder Woman. Of course, we've got this McFarlane Golden Armor Wonder Woman in the center. Next is a Multiverse Dark Knight Returns Wonder Woman. And then a Multiverse Batman vs. Superman Wonder Woman. And then a Multiverse Batman vs. Superman Toys R Us exclusive Wonder Woman. Here she is, next to my DC Direct and DC Collectibles Wonder Woman figures. From left to right, the first two are both from the New 52. One came in a 7-pack, one came in a 2-pack with Katana. And then on the right hand side, we've got the Flashpoint Wonder Woman and the Bombshells Wonder Woman. And here she is, next to my entire collection of Wonder Woman figures. And then here, next to Wonder Girl. Here she is, next to a couple of DC Direct Armory figures. We've got Nightwing on the left and Flamebird on the right. These are a couple of armored up female figures. Flamebird in particular, her wings sure remind me of the golden armored Wonder Woman. And if I had a Goldar figure from Power Rangers, I would so compare him to this Wonder Woman, but I don't. Next, let's check her out compared with some other action figure lines from different various companies to see how she fits in both scale and style wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix her with. Here she is with some of her McFarlane Toys brothers and sisters. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale. Here she is with some DST or Diamond Select toys. Here she is with some NECA figures. Then with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And here with some Mattel wrestling figures. And here next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Then next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here next to some Mafex figures. Then with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here she is next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. Boy, look at that height difference. McFarlane is the 7-inch line and these are the bottom of the 6-inch line. So overall, this figure is great. She looks good. She's different. Her armor pops. The color's great. The shiny. Everything about her is nice. I think her face, even though you don't see as much of it, looks more like Gal Gadot than the standard Wonder Woman. This is my kind of figure. Something a little bit different. Looks cool. Is from a good source material, the film. Things I don't like about her. Beyond the ball joint articulation in the wrists and the heels, it's really not much I don't like about her. If I were to rate this figure, I'd give her a 7.5 out of 10. And that's the same rating I gave the unarmored Wonder Woman. As far as action figures go, this is probably a better figure, but I'm going to enjoy the standard Wonder Woman more because I'm going to be able to use her in more action figure scenarios. She's more the regular default Wonder Woman, and this one here is only when she's armored up for a crazy fight. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.